come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the New York Jets and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Hall to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Packers, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
But we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete there to Berrios. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The linebacker C.J. Mosley in on the stop.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From the 22, Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Randall Cobb back for a 12th NFL season, all but 2 with these Green Bay Packers. You certainly have to admire his longevity, as he's one of just 3 receivers still around from the 2011 draft. He may not be the top receiver on your team, but he still contributed 375 yards last season and a first down here.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. The Packers at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Getting this quickly to Berrios. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
Here we go. Set. Lock it.
No score after one on EA Sports. First down, right back to Hall. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Wilson. His throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And they work this out past the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
You know, has to be really happy after that play. The offensive line, to be able to create space in that situation when everything's jammed in and everyone knows you're going to run it, that's a big time.
Yeah, because you're probably just thinking, hey, let's get to the 4 or 5 and get some breathing room, right?
That's all you're asking for. That's all your punter's asking for. Instead, he's not necessary now.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Rodgers now to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big pickup of 38. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Check 26. Get 300. Get 300.
Now Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And it's intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the interception, here's Wilson. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now a throw here to his running back, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A 5-yard pass on 1st down and another 5-yard connection there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Wilson on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. This one left side caught by Berrios. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Again, Wilson. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. This will be fielded at the 17. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about it. The ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board. It's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
On first down, Wilson. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
On third down, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, Packers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Jump out. Get right.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. To throw again on second down, Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing again.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Oh, the spin. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Berrios. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And he still doesn't have the catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Rodgers going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
88, 88, 88. 26. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, here is Cobb.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. That's good for 28 yards.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
Rodgers now on first down. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Wilson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. Here's a quick throw out to Mims. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and now we've got a 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Wilson. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of it. And my goodness, another interception. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah, Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Give to Hall running right. Pushes past him. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Hall again on 2nd down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Big Quinnen Williams continuing to improve in the middle of that line for New York. Had 13 sacks in his last 2 seasons, which is excellent for a defensive tackle.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
88, 26.
Now Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
This will be caught downfield by Moore. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Elijah Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. From the 39, Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
26.
They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. And he completes it to Berrios. And he's going to get this down near the 25. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the 1st half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Throwing now is Wilson. Escaping the pressure. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things in this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar